Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is the dog days of summer. Dog days of summer.
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his
Belt.
and put it on. Roll call. A spidget.
A spidget.
A spidget. Who's that, man?
What's that? Love it. That's one of the best intros.
It is, man. That's what we need the intro into.
Why don't we do it? Nate! That needs to be our intro.
That needs to be our intro. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Remember we had Saturday Morning Quarterback, man. We had a cool little jingle. Remember that?
We did.
I wonder what happened to that music. I have to look it up.
Was it Dad is great, gives a chocolate cake?
No, that wasn't it. Welcome to the March 26th edition, man. Rapid March right up, man. Fish go straight on into April. Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, the March 26th edition, and we know there's some big-time basketball on, so if you flipped it over to us, we sure appreciate it.
Yeah.
And no Texas is playing. Nate, kind of keep us updated on the Texas score. And, man, thunderstorms everywhere, man. North of us, south of us, all around us. I know Addison's at the lake for spring break, and they were just getting pounded this morning up at Lake Martin. And I guess it's the price we pay, man, for warmer weather, these storms, man. You know, it's like winter, spring, and summer are just all in a battle, just bombarding each other, man. Spring and summer will eventually win, of course, because the sun keeps moving. But I don't know, man. Winter just doesn't want to get out of here, and it's just causing all this bad weather.
Oh, it is. Well, I tell you, though, Thursday and Friday were beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend, just had to watch the weather for sure. You know, just glad it wasn't raining when all those loose tigers got out down there at the beach. Did you see that?
What in the world?
Just two magnormous tigers.
So I'm trying to get the update on the escaped convict in Houston County, and this is the story I get.
Two tigers.
Tigers loose.
Can you believe that? But anyway, this, like I said, all our baseball and softball teams right now smack in the middle of the schedules and have a lot of games scheduled. And nobody likes to reschedule games, Neil. The kids and parents, they want to play.
That's the worst, ain't it?
And, you know, we're heading up to Huntsville in the morning, you know, for
Spring break tournament.
That's what Charles says.
Have you heard who all y'all lined up to play, or will you find out that
we had James Clements, Westbrook Christian. There's some big tournaments.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
just James Clements and Westbrook Christian.
Yeah,
that's all.
Just
those two.
Just those two.
Yeah,
there's a few others, but there's a lot of teams up there, man. A lot of teams.
Gracious. What hotel you staying at?
Fairfield Inn. There ain't no hotels anywhere. I was talking to Kevin and Dax Pugh up in Ayrton yesterday. We played Ayrton, and they're like, man, there's no hotels anywhere. One of them called the AC Hotel by Marriott.
So what's going on?
$800.
So what's going on in Huntsville?
I guess base camp or something. I don't know.
Base camp?
I have no idea, but there's just there's no hotels. We're going to hit Rosie's one night.
You got to hit Rosie's.
None of those people that's going have been
to Rosie's.
So I'm going to indoctrinate
them. They're in for a treat for sure. You're going to indoctrinate them. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, can you believe how these basketball games have played out? I mean, God, what? Man, you talking about March Madness now. It has been, for sure, March Madness this year. And now that Auburn and Alabama are out, I'm pulling for the Beach Boys. And I'm talking about the...
help me run, help me run.
I'm talking about the boys from Boca Raton, man. Those Florida Atlantic Owls. The OWLS, the Owls. Let me tell you something, Wally. They have won 35 games this year. They've only lost 3 games. Their record is 35-3. Now, when they get so what does that mean? They were 31-3 or 32-3 coming into the tournament, man. How does that make you a 9 seed? That's what I'm thinking. They should. Of course, I wasn't that deep in the brackets, but it seems like if you lost but 3 games all year, then you'd be a 4 or 5 seed, if not even better, man. I mean, those guys from Florida Atlantic have proven this year they know how to win. They really don't know how to lose.
Well, I'm gonna have to go on a limb and go with San Diego State after what I saw what they did to Alabama. I
won
mean,
today, too.
those kids were physical, buddy, and they're big and they're old. And I'm not talking about old, but
Seniors.
seniors. They've been playing a long time. It's gonna be hard for them to beat. But I'm like you with the Florida, and they they don't miss,
And
man.
they can shoot the three.
They could nail it. But you know, I looked at my bracket, Neil.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, in our sports chat bracket, I'm dead last. I'm number 69. Well, there's some below me that didn't fill it out.
Didn't finish
but
filling it
I
out.
am 69.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, awful. But I'm going to give myself a bell ring
For what?
for participation trophy.
Participation. Oh, that's what we're living in these days.
Participation trophy. But
somebody's gonna want a $20 gift certificate to Preston's because they participated
that's why I got my attorney, Jim Wilson. We're going to sue if I don't get something from
for finishing last.
finishing last. I get something.
Participation.
But
We let you log in. I know what happened. Bulldog Johnny got your password.
I think that's what I think somebody going in there.
Bulldog,
and just
you got Wally's password.
Lucky Lafayette Tech in there or something, just crazy. But hey, I did look because I wanted to update. We only have two people that have teams in the Final Four. Two.
Well, that's a good
We
pickup.
got one that's got Texas and one that's got UConn.
Okay. I think I had Texas in the Final
Was it you?
Four. I ain't got nobody else, but I got Texas, I think.
I ain't got Dooley squad.
But they're playing right now. Nate, what's the score? The Texas score.
He in there sleeping.
Look, 72-70. Is it over?
They got 6 minutes left.
All right. 72-70, 6 minutes left.
I didn't know Texas was that good.
Yeah, and they're on a interim coach.
Interim coach.
Their coach got fired for alleged domestic violence, and Texas is still playing basketball, and the coach that got fired for alleged domestic violence has already been hired at another school, and the season ain't even over. He's going to be the coach of the Ole
Can you
Miss.
imagine that Texas wins the whole kit and caboodle, and they don't even hire the guy?
Unbelievable.
What's your resume?
I won the national championship.
I won the national championship.
Did they hire you back? No.
No. Just went to Division II school.
I'm going to tell you what, man, as bad as I hate to say it, John Longshore was spot on about the Alabama basketball team, man. He predicted that they would not get to the Final Four. Hey, they didn't get to the Elite Eight. He called it. John Longshore on Sportsline on 740 every morning with Barry McKnight, Sandpaper and Silk, Barry McKnight and John Longshore. Longshore called him out 2 weeks ago and said, they're going to fall short. All the legal stuff is going to bear down on them, and they're not playing as good as they were. And he nailed it.
He did.
He nailed it.
Yeah, that's a good observation because
Yep.
I heard the same thing when he
Yep.
talked about it.
Yep.
But you know what, Neil? This was crazy.
Yeah.
I saw this stat yesterday. Since 1979,
Yeah.
this is the first time, folks, that there has not been one seed in that Final Four. That's
Elite
bizarre.
Eight. Elite Eight.
Elite Eight. I
Yeah,
mean,
there they are right
that's-
there. They put them up. Alabama, top left. Houston Cougars, top right. Kansas and Purdue. All one seeds out, not even going to the Elite Eight. That's crazy, man. How can that's just basketball it's March Madness.
Yeah.
It's March Madness. It makes it fun to watch, I guess.
Yeah, it does. There have been some good games on.
It makes it fun to watch. It really has been. And our NCAA bracket pick contest that Wally was just talking about a minute ago is going good. We got some good prizes. We'll go ahead and go over those again. First prize is going to get a free oil change, tire rotation, and balance from Road Mart here in Troy. Second place is going to get a $30 gift certificate for the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen. And third place gets a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza here in Troy.
And what about
And we
last-
appreciate those three sponsors. I mean, we couldn't do the contest without them.
In last place? I didn't see that on the show note.
That's a pat on the back.
Pat on the back.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, man. I appreciate it. But those are great prizes, though, Neil.
Yeah.
And as of now, Brian's busted bracket
Is that
in
your
first
neighbor?
place. Brian don't even have a computer, so I know it ain't him. Animal Eddie is the second, and Bang Bang Zonagong
Zona Gang
is in third. And again, like I said earlier, I'm in last place, but there's somebody else called Chernobyl Apartments or Chernobyl Condos. I think
They
that's
right there
Michael-
with you.
Is
that Michael Gregory?
That's got to be.
Oh.
He's got the coolest names, man.
Yeah. Probably is right
Who did
there,
you
man.
pick, man?
Well, I picked Arizona
Oh, did
to
you?
win it all. They lost first game.
First game then.
First night of the opening, the whole bracket. Arizona loses, and Neil's team that he picked to win it all is gone, man. My bracket's terrible. I'm middle of the pack. I'm 30th. I think there was 70s or teams or whatever, and I'm 30th, which is awful, man. I'm not tooting my own horn or patting myself on the back or anything, but I normally do well in the March bracket contest.
And Michelle does well too.
She normally does. Yeah, I need to check where she is. I ain't checked.
Not good.
But she's not good.
Michelle, sorry.
But I normally, if I'm normally close to around 8, 9, 10th, top 10-ish. Top 10-ish, which is pretty good picking. Not this year. Arizona started it for me on the first night, and I've been bracket busted ever since.
Neil, I'm so terrible at it. I got a letter from ESPN earlier today that said, just please don't play next year. Just stay out of the tournament. Pretty bad. But anyway, hey, just so you know, we got UConn, Florida Atlantic,
Looks
either
like Texas
probably going to be Texas,
and San Diego State.
San Diego State in the Final Four. And
So I'll take you. No, I'm sticking with Texas. Well, Texas hasn't won yet.
yeah.
They're about to win.
Man,
I'm going to take UConn. I'm going to go with UConn, man, out of those four. Who you got out of those four?
Again, after watching San Diego State play, they were just
They're bullies, aren't they?
they're bullies, they're big, and Alabama. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and tell you, Alabama was a excellent team.
Oh, yes.
They are great. They are a great team.
Yeah.
And they just
They got bullied, didn't they?
I mean, it was just it was crazy. I was talking to my dad at the baseball game yesterday, and Bama got up 9 points at one time. And you would think that
Couldn't knock 'em
Nate
out.
would just put the gas pedal down on the floor, but he didn't. They let up, man. And you can't let a team like that hang around. You just can't, man.
This is the first time in their school history that they're going to the Final Four.
That's cool.
Of course, Alabama's never been to the Final Four either. But
Hey,
San
did
Diego
you
State,
say they have been to the 8, though, finally?
I think Alabama's been to the Elite Eight one time.
One time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's switch over to football real fast. Troy's right now in the middle of spring break. Spring training. And I saw where they went full pads yesterday in a sort of a small scrimmage. Did you hear anything?
They
much
did, yeah, I did a little bit. There's one of their little deals right there, and Coach. In fact, since you asked, Coach Summerall made a quote in the Dothan Eagle, which I was reading up on, that kind of bothered me a little bit, Wally, because last year our defense was just stellar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we smoked everybody on defense. We won most of our games on defense.
Yeah.
On defense, and he quoted in the paper that the offense was ahead of the defense. Now, our defense being so good last year, so I hope he isn't telling everybody that our defense is about to have a huge drop-off. Maybe I'm reading too far between the lines here, but he said what he said, that the offense was ahead of the defense here in this scrimmage. So,
Time will tell, but
Yep.
maybe the defense still good and the offense is just getting a lot better. I'm just hoping anyway. But hey, I did also read in the Troy Messenger that they gave him a contract extension.
they did.
And that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I really believe that's
Yeah.
a huge thing, man.
Now Miami's up by 2, just got a text.
Oh no.
So we're talking about Texas. Now Miami's up. Coming down final minutes
Hey,
here.
time out. What if Miami wins and they play
Florida Atlantic.
this right down the street from each other?
I know, yeah. I didn't think about that. You're right.
That'd be wild.
No, or is it Florida International? Florida International is down in Miami. Florida Atlantic's in Boca Raton.
Well, it's right next to
Maybe 100 miles or so.
Del Boca Vista.
No.
Is that where
That's where Seinfeld's parents live.
in Boca Raton?
Del Boca Vista Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I hope you're right about the Trojan defense and the offense just getting better, man.
But yeah.
Well, I tell you, man, we lost the United States lost the World Baseball Championship this week. I mean, that's sporting news, isn't it?
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah, they lost 3-2 to the Japanese, and there's the Japs celebrating, and right there. And I watched it that last game. We talked about it last week on the show, and I said I've been watching the XFL, and not that, but I did watch the championship game, and what it boiled down to, Wally, was They had Shohei Ohtani, and we did not. That's what it boiled down to. I mean, he came in. He came in to pitch. He hits. He was pinch hitter. Designated hitter for the Japanese, and he came in the ninth inning to pitch, and he just blew away the United States' best player.
Isn't he going to the Cubs?
No, he's with the Angels.
I thought he was going to Cubs.
No, he's not going to the Cubs. Mike Trout was up to bat. We're down 3-2, and I'm thinking Mike Trout, man,
It's about to smoke.
maybe one of the top 3 players in Major League Baseball. And here we go, man, 3-2. He's about to smoke it. It was a ninth inning, and Ohtani just blew him away. Blew him away, man. And the cool thing about it was Ohtani and Mike Trout. They both played for the Angels, and they were head to head. And of course, they never get to face each other because they both play for the Angels. But that was pretty cool.
Hey, where did they play that game, Nick?
Miami.
It was in Miami.
It was in Miami. Now I don't know if all the games were played in Miami. I didn't keep close watch on it, but the World Baseball Championship was played in Miami.
in Miami. Okay.
And it kind of got my juices flowing for some Major League Baseball and ready to watch some Atlanta Braves, man. It kind of got me in the mood.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this before we go to commercial break.
All right.
Was it all Major League Baseball players, or were they mixed? They
It was a mix.
had some college players in there and some other stuff.
Well, some of those other countries had some players on the team that just weren't quite good enough to play in the major leagues, and they played in this
They played.
for their country. You know,
That was pretty cool.
yeah,
Pretty cool.
it was, man.
Well, hate we lost, but hey, listen, folks, we got a great show tonight. We got a lot of high school baseball and softball to discuss tonight, along with a deeper dive in that pitiful Alabama loss to San Diego State. So, all in all, we're going to have a great show. Stay with us after Dale reads our commercial sponsors.
Here's our commercial sponsors: the Old Barn in Goshen, the Pig Cafe, Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, A1 Services, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, attorneys at law. Excuse me. Southern Grill and Patio, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, Tyler Transport Trucking, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, Eddie Billings Dentistry in Laverne, Max Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, and Firehouse Subs. Hang in there, we'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is
Yeah,
this the
yeah.
guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh, no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my sweet grapes, and now he's back again.
Wow, he's got enough sweet grace at home. Put this stuff
Man, some good stuff, man.
Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some sweet grace before Wally gets it all. 3-2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. What? You the
Right
ball
down
bounced
the
in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brother Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Man, did you see the size of that crowd, man?
Man, the Pompadour's that big down here, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. It must be these shirts.
Oh, yeah.
They like these shirts, man. Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn and Montgomery.
And heck yeah, man, they even go good, even salt water they can up.
Saltwater fishing. Deep South Apparel in Montgomery. Call Pete Van Horn.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town. Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Love it.
doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Hey, Wally. Why in the world you got all these fans in the window, man?
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins and about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
There ain't no place that I won't be.
Oh, man, that's Keith Whitley. I love it.
Keith Whitley?
Yeah.
There ain't no getting over me.
Come on now, that ain't Keith Whitley.
Oh, that's the dude that's
He's blind. He's blind.
Stevie Wonder.
No, Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap. Okay.
He's
Last
blind.
30 seconds.
Uh-oh. 79.
No, 82-79 Miami.
30 seconds.
There's a lot of fouls going on right now.
Right now. So who can make the free throws? That's it. Yeah, good job, Nate. Thank you, man. Keep us updated on that. Hey, it's time for our Facebook funnies real quick.
Nate, if you can throw those up there. I'm having people over to stare at their phones later if you want to come by. That's about what it is, ain't it?
What it is, man.
These smartphones, man. Did you see where they're going to ban TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
The boat used as the SS Minnow in the Gilligan's Isle was a 1964 Wheeler with a cruising speed of 12 knots, which means they could not have traveled more than 41 and a half miles. Now I'm starting to doubt if the show's even
It was only a 3-hour tour.
It was a 3-hour tour. That's right. A 3-hour tour.
That's
right.
good.
Why alien abductions happen now only at night. It's 9 p.m.
and you're just now telling me you need a human for school tomorrow.
Oh, those are banks. We trust our clients, also banks. They're going to lock down the pen with a chain. Oh, that's good stuff
That
tonight.
is good. That's a good
Good stuff tonight.
Heck yeah, good stuff.
Oh, man. Well, moving on.
man.
We got a little sports we need to talk about.
Talk sports, man.
Last week, we called out our basketball athletes that have made the Alabama High School Athletic Association all-state list. This week, we need to recognize Michaela K.K. Hovde on being selected as the Dothan Eagles Female Basketball Player of the Year. That's a big deal down
her
there.
a ring on that,
Again,
man. That's pretty
K.K. Hovde is the Dothan Eagle Female Basketball Player of the Year. That's a big accomplishment.
Big accomplishment.
Man. Nice job, K.K. Way to
And
go, girl.
Just on the outskirts of our TV coverage area, there was a big commitment. This past week, we saw this guy run the football when Charles Simpson played him.
Boy, did we.
J. Marion Burnett, a 4-star running back who has offers from just about every college around around the world is committed to play football at Auburn. That was a big get for Coach Hugh Freeze. Everyone was pretty sure he was headed to Bama.
You know, that was the scuttle. The scuttle was the running back from Andalusia is going to Alabama, and he is now committed to Auburn. Now, you remember when T.J. Yeldon from down in Baldwin County, he was committed to Auburn all that time too, and on signing day flipped and went to Alabama, and the rest is history. T.J. Yeldon with his national championships and all. So we'll have to keep an eye on Mr. Burney down there in Andalusia land. What you think?
He's a heck of an athlete, man. And again, kudos to Coach Freeze for landing that.
Yeah.
You know, Bama, they just got a lot of 5-stars.
A lot of competition if you go there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking if he goes to Auburn, he'd be a star.
I mean, well, he's a good running back, man.
Yep. A little closer to home, Charles Henderson's Jaiwan Boyd picked up another offer this week. Got an offer from UAB. Wally, right now his big offers right now are Troy, Houston, Liberty, and UAB. I'm gonna stick with my prediction though. Many more big offers to come, and I'm gonna use the word bigger offers to come for Mr. John Juan Boyd.
Oh, heck yeah. He's going to have a lot more offered money.
Yep.
And back to high school stuff, Charles Henderson's, also this week, Zion Chapel's Brandon Grantham signed to play football at Fountain City Prep. And for those of you wondering, that is a upstart program in Prattville, Alabama.
Yep.
It will not count against his year's eligibility and will give college coaches more film on Mr. Grantham and also allow him to get some understudies done.
Yeah, and last weekend, Pike Liberal Arts quarterback Dawson Bradford attended Rivals Camp down in Florida, and this is the most important part, Wally. He got selected to stay around for the Sunday portion of the camp. It was one of those camps where 200 or 300 kids are there on Saturday, and only about 30 or 40 get to come back on Sunday, which is about 10% is what I read. Only about 10% of the camp gets to invited back on Sunday, and Pike Liberal Arts quarterback Dawson Bradford was one of the ones that got invited back for Sunday. That's a big deal. Congrats, Dawson, on having a good camp at the Rivals Camp.
Heck yeah, we had another signing this week. Charles Henderson's Mario Davenport. He signed to play football at Miles College.
Yep.
And he was waiting until after basketball season to make that decision. We all thought he might sign to play basketball somewhere, but he selected football at Miles College. And you're wondering if where it is, it's in Fairfield, Alabama.
Fairfield, Alabama. Yeah, there was a little discussion about him playing some basketball somewhere at JUCO or something. So he had to wait and see. And he had some decisions to make.
Yeah.
And he's moving forward with football at Fairfield right there. And not high school related, but Troy University promoted their linebackers coach Taylor Polk to co-defensive coordinator this past week. Now, Taylor played offensive line for Troy several years ago, but has made his way on the defensive side of the ball and worked his way up the coaching staff. So Taylor's no longer the linebackers coach. He is the co-defensive coordinator.
Yeah, cool. And Brantley's Leanna Johnson won today, and that gave her 94 wins on her career at Troy University. That makes her the all-time winning ever at Troy University, buddy.
94 wins. She's the all-time leader now.
Wow.
Now I've watched her pitch, Wally, since she was about 10 years old. Wally, nobody could hit her when she was 10. Nobody could hit her when she was 12, 14, 16, 18. And still going. Now, I don't know if she'll pitch professionally, but and think about Leanna. She's from Brantley High School, right here in Brantley, just right outside Laverne, Brantley, Alabama. She was so good as a freshman and a sophomore. She had opportunities to transfer to some really big schools. And she stayed right here at Troy. That's who she committed to play for. That's who she signed to pitch for. And she has spent all her eligibility at Troy. And she's about to be done. I just think that's special. That's special.
That is. Well, hey, we're up against our next commercial break. When we come back, we're going to give you some scores and start talking about these latest tournaments that all these kids are playing in. So we'll be right back.
Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for?
Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat.
A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What? Got it on Facebook. Facebook? Yes, sir. The USS Alabama? Yes, I got to get some insurance. Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy? You got a trailer, don't you? I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Grease Agency for all your insurance needs. Look at this, what we got, Sully. What are you doing, Wally? Man, Game Warden gave me a ticket, Bill. Game Warden gave you a ticket? Are you hunting on the right property? Well, I thought this was my property right here, man. Do you know where the lines are? Not really. Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS Group, 403-4234. Give them a call. Do I get a get-out-of-jail-free card? No, you don't get a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with 50?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Miss Vaughn. Thank
All she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts? Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you
what?
know it? Hook's.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on! Good Lord, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious.
Neil, call Jason Jones.
What is it?
Out of oxygen, man.
Out of oxygen? You got your snorkeling device right there. What do you mean you're out of oxygen?
Oh, all this is to show people where you are, man.
What's that? Why do you can breathe through that?
I need to call Jason.
Unbelievable. Jason, can you bring some oxygen from Jones Medical Supply down to St. Andrew State Park at the Jetties while he needs some oxygen? Call Jason Jones for all your oxygen needs. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
Deal, what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot. Bigfoot?
Pig Cafe got the best fried chicken. Pig Cafe got the best fried chicken.
What are you doing out here at the Pig Cafe?
Man, the Pig Cafe's so delicious, I'm inspired to write music, Deal.
I thought Yanni done hired live entertainment at the Pig Cafe. Wally, they don't need you out here playing like this. Yes, they got the best fried chicken. They got meat and three every day of the week. They also do catering services. Please come see them at the Pig Cafe on 3 Knots. Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald?
That ain't Michael McDonald.
No.
Doobie Brothers. No, it ain't. It ain't him. Bob Seger.
That'd be Bob Seger.
Yeah.
And that was recorded in Alabama.
Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals.
So is that the Swampers?
Swampers, that's all Swampers.
How do you know which songs the Swampers is in on? You just got to know.
Well,
you kind of got to read up
you
on
go
it.
online and look, but I was kind of mentioning earlier that during the judges conference years ago, we had one of the
Yeah.
Swampers come and play judges conference, and they had a question and answer period, and it was neat how they played on so many albums. And a lot of these professionals like Bob Seger and Leonard Skinner and stuff, that's not really them playing. That's the Swampers. You know, they wanted that sound.
They wanted that sound.
They wanted that sound, so they would come to Muscle Shoals and they'd get
in
it,
the
Percy
studio.
Sledge and all them, and then they'd go on tour and they had their own people.
Yeah, yeah.
But what you hear, especially there,
Down
man,
on Main Street. Speaking of Main Street, Miami's taking Main Street straight on to the Final Four. They've beaten Texas 88-81.
so who will they match up?
The Hurricanes.
Miami will probably have to play San Diego.
I don't know how it matches up. I don't know if they'll
How do they
play.
do that?
It's the way the bracket. They come through the bracket.
come.
Yeah, it fits right in there. I just didn't take a close look at it.
You
But,
could probably look at my bracket because mine's just got a bunch of X's on it. You just look at it peacefully.
all right,
Hey, we
moving
got
on
some
into
scores,
some.
yeah.
Yeah, we got some baseball scores, some high school baseball scores. Dothan 7, Hoover 1, Opp 16, Andalusia 1. Don't you know Opp enjoyed that?
Oh, yeah.
Anytime they play Andalusia, it's a big deal, man. Opp 16, Andalusia 1. GW Long sweeps Zion Chapel 16-13 and 18-0. Kinston sweeps Elba 13-8 and 11-6. Providence Christian 4, Wicksburg 1, Andalusia 5, Slocum 1, Sampson 11, Daleville 5.
Yeah, and Auburn 5, Dothan 4. Ooh, an 8 innings.
Extra innings, yeah.
Slocum sweeps Andalusia 11-7 and 10-1. Op 19, Pike County 0. Whew.
Opp scoring a lot of runs.
They are. Houston Academy 4, Dothan 0, Cottonwood 10, Ashford 0, Ayrton 21, Abbeville 15, Ayrton 14, Greenville 0.
Greenville
struggling in baseball, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Well, listen, Pike Liberal Arts took a loss to 3A Houston Academy yesterday, 11-5 at home for Pike Lib. Cole Garrett and Jackson Booth both had 2 hits with Garrett driving in a run. Davis Kilcrease had a run scoring single. Payne Jeffcoat added an RBI sac fly. Earlier in the week, the Patriots got the best of Highland Home, 13-3. And against Highland Home, Payne Jeffcoat, he had 2 hits, 1 triple, with 3 runs batted in. And Houston Gunner had 2 hits and 2 runs batted in. Pike Lib also fell to Enterprise this week, 5-2, and I heard that was a really good game.
I heard it was too, and Pike Lib was really sailing right there. They had won like 7 or 8 in a row, and was really catching stride. And all of a sudden, some bumps in the road this
Yeah.
week. Some bumps in the road, and we'll have to keep a close eye. Right here we go, right here. It'll be Florida Atlantic and San Diego State, and Miami and UConn. That's the way it fell.
Ooh, I don't know if Miami can beat UConn.
You don't know. That's going to be a good Final Four. It didn't matter who won. It was going to be a good Final Four.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Pike Lib. A couple little bumps in the road right here. It's okay. It's all right. You still got everything is still in front. All your goals are still in front of you right there.
Yep.
Just stay the course and take care of those area and region games and keep marching forward. That's what I was trying to say. Enterprise fell to Hartselle 10-6. Tyson Cole had 2 hits for Enterprise, including a 2-run double, while Caden Boutwell had a run-scoring double, and Mickey Vanderhayden had a RBI sac fly for Enterprise as well. Earlier in the week, Enterprise also fell to Phoenix City 12-1. Wildcats only had 4 hits, with Brady Richardson's double being the highlight. Caden Boutwell delivered an RBI sac fly for the only run Enterprise scored against Phoenix City.
Man, and we were talking last night, Phoenix City's a great team.
Are they? Yeah, because I saw them pop up on our, Enterprise played them, so they popped up on our radar.
Yeah,
and I got to thinking they must be pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Are they going to be in that Huntsville tournament? You reckon?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Charles Henson, they had a great week. They beat Ayrton 8-4 yesterday. It was a great game. Will Templin and Damian Hart and Joshua Hooten all had runs scoring each for Charles Henderson. Connor Jones was the winning pitcher for the Trojans, working 2 1/3 inning relief from the 6th through the 8th before Adams recorded the last 2 outs on the save. Jones gave up 1 run and 2 hits while striking out 1 and walking 1. For Ayrton, Phoenix Griffin had an RBI double, and Landon Tyler had a run scoring single. For Ayrton, Paxton Steve led the Purple Cats with 2 hits with 1 double. And then earlier this week, and I was at both of these games, Trojans swept Rehoboth area, big time
wins,
19-7 and 6-5 in the opener. Check this out: Damian Hart belted 2 homers and drove in 3 runs, while Clay Johnson had 2 hits with 3 runs batted in. Parker Adams had 2 hits with 2 RBIs in game 2. And then Damian Hart and Chase Vazdan both had 2 hits and 2 runs batted in, with Hart earning a double and a triple. Keneal Lewis had 2 hits with 1 run batted in, and Templin added an RBI. And I just told this was hilarious. It was a tied game, second game. It was crucial. Had a guy on second. Guess who comes up to play? Damian. I said,
hot as a firecracker.
Hot as a firecracker. And they'd already walked him twice.
Yep.
So I was talking to Dax and Kevin. I'm like, they're about to walk him. And they started pitching to him. I said, what are they doing? Triple. Just wins the game. Bam, bam. But with that and his play, Damian Hart, you are the offensive firepower Marco's player of the week, or whatever you want to call it, baby. You are the player of the week. You win a large one-topping pizza for Marco's. And again, Damian, he is on fire, and they're going to need it.
And playing good catcher, too, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he had like 2 gun downs. And what was funny, I think the one he gunned him down twice.
Same guy?
I think the coach would say, let's not do that again.
He had a heck of a week for sure.
But Charleston, man, they're coming around. It's crazy. This is nuts, and I hate to say this. They will lose to a terrible team.
Yeah.
I mean, just get killed by a terrible team. And then they play real tough teams.
Ayrton and Rehoboth.
Just beat them. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. Huh. But they're coming around.
It's of course, I'm a Charles Henderson fan, and you are too.
Yeah.
So it's easy to talk about the Trojans, but that's a sign of good coaching, good camaraderie, and good teamwork, because they were really struggling out of the gate.
Yeah.
Really struggling out of the gate, and to rebound and to keep their focus and to be able to be ready for teams like Ayrton and teams like Rehoboth after weathering those struggles is what I'm trying to say. They managed to weather those struggles. That's a pretty good coaching job to keep those kids' heads on straight, to be able to win those types of games after going through the adversity of losing to the smaller schools or the schools that are not really good at baseball.
Exactly.
And so that, you know, and like I said, it is easy to root for the Trojans, but I'm talking from sports experience. That's a sign of a good coaching job by Coach Smart and company over there, and also maybe a good sign of senior leadership, holding everybody together, saying, "Hey, the season's not over. We still got games we can win."
Yeah, that's right.
What you think about all that?
I like that. That's a good analogy on all that, man.
Okay. Carroll of Ozark, they fall to Headland 5-4 this week. And for Carroll in that game, Wells Gainey had 2 hits, and Caden Baxter had an RBI double. Jackson Skillbred and Grant Hudson both drove in a run. Carroll also fell to Headland again that week. Not a doubleheader. They played them twice in the week, though. And Headland beat them 4-1 the second time.
Yeah, and the reason they didn't play the third game, that was the area game. So Carroll lost both. And they're in our regions.
Okay.
And so we got Headland next week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they're a very, very good team.
Gotcha.
All right, New Brockton beats Geneva County 10-0. Josh Gutierrez started and went.
How you get the back? You always get the hard.
Hey, you give me all the hard days. I don't get the Dan Smiths, the James Lowe's. I
don't know how it felt like that. Yeah.
Anyway, he struck out 6 and allowed only 2 hits. Riley Simmons had 3 hits, 1 double, drove in 4 runs. And Jackson Lawson had 2 hits, while Gabe Harrington had a single and 2 RBIs. Jackson Whitworth and Balin Foster added a hit and RBI each. And Dale New Brockton also beat Elba 16-2 this week for New Brockton. Jackson Whitworth and Peyton Green both had 2 hits and 3 runs batted in. And Gabe Harrington had 2 hits for 1 RBI.
Yeah, Geneva topped Dale County 4-2 this week. Brady Lewis had a run-scoring single, and Cade Smith had a single for Dale County.
Yeah, and Elba gets by Kinston 5-3. Braden Johnson had a double and an RBI, and Justin Coleman a single and RBI for Elba, which also got a run batted in, each from Ty Serving and Caleb Mitchell. Colin Arnold pitched a 7-inning no-hitter, man. Give you a little bell ring. That's pretty good. He gave up 3 unearned runs. He struck out 8. This was Elba's first win of the season, so that's
the way to do it right there. That's right. And last in our baseball rotation tonight, Pike County beats Geneva 4-1. Excuse me. Pike County beats Geneva County 4-1. Not Geneva High School, but Geneva County High School 4-1. Jamarian Burney delivered a 2-run single in the second, and Kamel Flowers added a run-scoring single in that same inning. The Bulldogs added an insurance run in the 5th on a Flowers RBI double. Michael Gable and Flowers had 2 hits each for Pike County. Pike County beats Geneva County 4-1. We're up against another break. Hang in there. We still got some softball. We'll be right back. Man, I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neil, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now. Let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner 465-0600 for all your yard needs. Why in the world? Why are you measuring this gigantic air conditioner out here at this warehouse?
Neil, I'm putting a brand new unit in my house, man.
You cannot put an air conditioning unit this big at a residential house. You need to call Terry Moats with A1 Services. He'll get the square footage of your house, put you in an air conditioner, a heating unit, everything you need. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services. You don't need a unit that gargantuan. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services, 566-4220. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world? Nice Bronco. Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
That's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one.
Police.
Police? No. Not no, but.
No.
Not no, but.
Yes.
Yes.
I say
Much better than the owner of a lonely heart's better than the owner of a broken heart.
Who got together around the table and
Yes.
said, we need a name for band? Somebody
Yeah.
said, just call it Yes.
Let's call it Yes. Are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
They are.
They are? Did they have, how many, they must have had several.
They had a bunch of hits, man. I mean,
Yes,
they had, yeah, they had a good bit of hits.
That was, would you say that was one of their most popular?
Probably.
Owner of the Lonely Heart?
They had some other.
You didn't ever see them, did you?
No, I never saw.
Roundabout.
Roundabout? Yep.
Yeah, they had some hits. I mean, they were from Ireland
Were they?
originally, I think. Yes, good group.
I got you. Yeah, I enjoy that. Hey, moving right on into a little softball action. The ladies of GW Long got the best of Laverne, 10-3. For GW Long, Malia Long had 2 hits, 1 a double, and drove in a run, and Emma Claire Long had 2 singles with 1 run batted in. I wonder, is Malia and Emma Claire any kin to the Longs that the school's named after? Since they're both Longs, I bet they are. Somewhere down the line, their great-great-granddad, great-uncle or something.
Somebody.
Yeah,
Probably
gotta
so.
be. Yeah.
All right. Well, Brantley runs it up on Abbeville 18-0. Just smoked them. Brantley pitched. Kayla Navarre threw a no-hitter.
Another no-hitter. We had a no-hitter in baseball. Now we got a no-hitter in
Yes.
softball. Enterprise routs Dothan. This is softball we're talking about now. 16-4 for Enterprise. The top 4 hitters: Georgia Leisman, Kinley Hutto, Taylor Danford, and Skylar Frey combined for 9 hits, including 5 doubles and 8 runs batted in. Leisman was 2 for 4 with a double. Hutto 3 for 5 for 4 runs batted in. Danford was 3 for 3 with 3 doubles and 2 runs batted in. And Frey had a double with 2 RBI. They're playing against 7A Dothan right there.
Wow.
That's just their top 4. The other ones didn't bat bad either.
Wow. All right, man. Some scores. Slocum beats Haviland 4-3. Crenshaw Christian 9, Wiregrass Kings 1, Crenshaw Christian 10, Lakeside 5. Wicksburg beats Sampson 17-0. Cottonwood beats Geneva County 11-8, and Ott beats Strong 10-0.
I see Crenshaw Christian picked up 2 big wins right there in the middle of the week. They
Sure
might be
did.
catching their stride in the AISA. We need to talk to Eddie and see what's kicking down there. Are they going to be contenders down there? Because we had either last week or the week before we called out a couple of losses for Crenshaw Christian ladies softball. So we need to find out right there if they're on the uptick right there. Good week down there in Laverne. Charles Henderson ladies softball beats GW Long 8-6. Callie Compton had 3 hits. Hannah Sparrow had 2 doubles and an RBI sacrifice fly. While Olivia Kirkpatrick and Malia Ward and Janasia Cantlow all had 2 hits, 1 RBI, with Kirkpatrick earning a double. Molly Garrett and KK Hobby both added 2 hits, and Mary Hayden West had a single and an RBI, while Jada Jones drove in 2 runs. And I'll just throw that out there, that GW Long is a really good softball program, and just as Charles Henderson had big wins against Rehoboth and Ayrton in baseball, this was a big win for the softball program right there. To get the best of GW Long in softball just don't happen very often.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And Pike Liberal Arts, they got the best of Highland Homegirls 8-4 this week. For Pike Liberal Arts, Emily Bryan had 2 hits and drove in 4 runs. Allie Booth added 2 hits. Lisa Barron. Alyssa, why did I call her Dr. Barron? Alyssa, known her all my life.
Yeah.
Well, Alyssa was the winning pitcher, striking out 4 over 7 innings. Pike Liberal Arts beat Scotian 8-5 this week. For Pike Liberal Arts, Alyssa Barron earned 3 hits and 3 runs batted in, and Riley Burkett had 3 hits.
Yeah, maybe
She's a good little player, buddy.
Maybe Coach Robin Snyder has the Pike Liberal Arts Lady Patriots catching their stride a little bit right there. And those are some area games right there, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah. Dale County beat Slocum 7-4. For Dale County, Ellie Castle led Dale County's offense with 3 hits. Brooke Bearfield added 2 hits for Dale County. Again, Dale County beat Slocum 7-4.
And our Carroll ladies down the street, they get the best of Eufaula 12-6. For Carroll, Michaela Worley had 2 hits with 3 runs batted in, and Kaylin Holt and Keshana Dawkins had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. For Carroll, Dawkins had a triple among those hits.
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping an eye on Carroll softball too. They've kind of been up and down this year. They'll sneak up on somebody and have a big win, and then they'll lose to somebody they're not supposed to lose to. So kind of wishy-washy on Carroll Eagles softball this year. They started out kind of hot, beat a couple teams that I didn't think they were supposed to beat, but here they go beating Eufaula, a big school, a notoriously good softball school in Eufaula. So you got to keep a watch on Carroll right there. Big win over Eufaula. Ott beats the Pike County Lady Dogs 9-0. Also, Laverne topped Zion Chapel 4-3 this week. And in the loss for Zion Chapel, Shay Wombles had a double and an RBI, and Sydney Booth had a single and an RBI. Riley Bannon added a double. And I'm going to throw this out here. Keep a watch on Sydney Booth. I coached her 2 or 3 years ago, and lots of talent right there, Wally.
Is that Jason Booth's daughter?
That's Jason Booth's daughter and Marna Barnett's Christy's daughter, and she's a talent. Keep a watch out for Christy Booth coming out of Zion Chapel. She will play at the junior college level with a chance to play at somewhere like Troy or Jacksonville State or South Alabama. She is on the brink of busting through that JUCO rank and playing at Troy or South Alabama. Keep a watch on Sydney Booth down there. Hey, we got one more break tonight. Come back. We'll talk a little college basketball. We'll wrap this thing up. Be right back.
Breaker 19, breaker 19. I got cleared for a takeoff in Troy.
Whoa, Mr. Neal. Yeah. Mr. Neal, what is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing. Wally, you don't have a pilot's license. I've already told you. I'm sorry, ma'am. Look,
Oh, my
you got a
goodness.
CDL license. You need to call Tyler Transport at 566-7474. They're hiring every day. Those beautiful 18-wheeler rigs got those glide packages. Call Tyler Transportation if you need a job driving. Here I come. Get out of there. Good gravy. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke?
I watched a YouTube video.
Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry. I meant Wally. 566-3413 Road Mart, 231 North in Troy.
It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of a nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours. Oh, where Preston's are. Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundy. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundy?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundy's. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundy's. Thank you.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Trawick play, and I'm gonna give me one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, Best Catfish Awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Trawick, you can't beat it down at the Old Barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
That hurts.
What's wrong now?
Is that a rattlesnake? Rattlesnake done bit me.
Unbelievable. Well, why are you at Southern Animal Hospital with Dr. Steve Bear?
Dr. Bear told me he had some antivenom for
Oh
me.
my goodness. Now he does have a vaccine for dogs to help protect from venomous snake bites. He also has antivenom to help protect animals from snake bites, but not for humans. Goodness gracious. We got to go to the ER.
Bobby Brown.
No. This is a one-hit wonder. Now I know Q's probably watching. He's checking me right now. Q's checking me in.
Yeah. Daryl Hall Gunner.
The system.
The system.
Yeah, the system. And I know Michael Qualbon's probably checking me right now. He's about to text you going, tell Neil they had
They
another
got 5, 6 hits.
5, 6 hits, whatever. I think I'm spot on this one, buddy. This is
one hit.
the system. Don't disturb this groove. You remember that song, don't you?
Oh yeah, man.
You
I
had
went
the
and saw him in concert.
You had
and
the poster?
everything. Had the poster and all that. My Lord, was that the 60s?
Somebody circulated today. Jason Floyd texted to me a YouTube clip of the 1988 Charles Henderson homecoming dance. WCOV had sent a live reporter.
I remember that.
You do?
Was I in there? I know I was in.
I'm trying to watch some of it right here. Look, the system. See? Yeah, one-hit wonders, Nate. One-hit wonders. But anyway, it was footage of. All right, here we go. San Diego State and Florida Atlantic. And you're thinking San Diego State is going to be able to manhandle Florida Atlantic. Now, Florida Atlantic just lights it up from the outside. So, all right, I'm gonna go with Florida Atlantic versus UConn for the championship.
I'm going San Diego State and UConn.
And UConn. So both of us got UConn beating.
I got
Miami.
UConn. I just don't see Miami beating UConn. UConn, out of all of them, probably they're pretty legit.
Yeah. And see, I had Texas in the Final Four, and they're out. So there goes that part of my bracket. And I'm probably not in 30th place anymore. I'm probably now about 40th.
Did you hit? So, man, let me tell you, I had Tennessee, I had Houston, Alabama, all in the Final Four. Man, just
Unbelievable.
just terrible, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Florida Atlantic.
Well, hey, where's it played? Is it in Houston?
Yeah.
It is in Houston.
Yeah, it's in
isn't it?
Houston.
Wow.
So Florida Atlantic. I'm taking Florida Atlantic and UConn to play for the national championship. That's who I'm going with.
Wasn't Florida Atlantic in the Sun Belt at one time?
I don't know that they ever were. Yeah, I guess so.
I think they were.
Yeah, because Snellenbergers
Yeah.
came and coached the
I
Owls.
was on this. I
We
took-
worked- me and you
yeah,
worked the
my
sidelines.
dad had to preach something and couldn't.
Howard Snellenberger. I shook his hand.
I did too. He had a little,
Lapel.
flower.
Yeah, a little flower. Like he was
Excellent.
going to a. Like he's going to a
No,
corsage.
no headphones either. Just old school.
We'll see y'all next week. Enjoy your